Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Cities Skylines. So I'm going to jump right in, as I said in previous episodes, that we're going to start naming streets and things after people that leave comments requesting that they have streets named after them. So I'm going to start going through and do those really quickly before we get started on anything else. And just as a heads up, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, and if you leave a comment, we'll name a street after you or something like that. We'll figure it out. Right now we're naming streets after people. So first things first, Evans Street over here, which I think is, it's just this street here that kind of goes off of the main. I hesitate to call it a roundabout because it's an oval and it's quite large. But right off of that, we've got Evans Street. We're going to be renaming this to Christian K Street. That's cool. And then we're going to take Manor Street here. We had somebody request a Dukes Road, so that's done. I kind of wanted to take this Dixon Highway. I want to rename this to the Squatting Buffalo Highway. I think that's spelled right. And then this street here is, I guess that's part of it technically. That's technically still Squatting Buffalo Highway. And then this one here becomes Crouching Bison Street. I think that's fun. And then we got another street here. Chester Street is quite a large street. So we're going to take this. And this Artemis Street. Who else do we have? Let me keep looking here. Zavora Boateng Street. We will take Rosemary Street. Zavora Boateng Street. And I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I'm trying my best. Well, that's a nice big one too. It's a bit of a crescent. Almost. Eventually what I'm going to do probably is take these tiles here so I can build a square around these. Just to kind of make it a little bit easier to get around. And then downtown's probably still going to be like in this area. Although that does look like it's intended to be farmland up there. Maybe not, actually. It's hard to tell. We don't need to buy any new land yet. I think it's, well, we could. It's pretty expensive, actually. It would cost me everything. So we're not going to do that yet. Possibly what we could do is take over here on the other side of the highway and build our downtown over there along the waterfront. That might be a better option. Then we keep everything over here to be residential and stuff on the other side of the highway. Well, like low density. You know what I mean? All right, let's finish naming off these streets. I just don't want to miss anybody. We need a Palm Tree Boulevard. Where's a nice little... How about Prince Street? Or Price Street here becomes Palm Tree Boulevard. Maybe we'll put some palm trees on it at some point. Doesn't really feel like... What's a boulevard anyway? Doesn't it need more... Doesn't it need more lanes? I don't actually know. No, we'll figure it out. Did I get everybody? I just don't want to miss anybody here. I think with that, we're ready to actually jump into real gameplay here. We're in desperate need of residential zoning. So what I'm going to do is, I think Peters Street, maybe. We'll bring that one around to meet. I'm going to bring a 6-lane road off of this little roundabout here. Can I do this in a better way? I don't want it to be between the two. If I do that, will it let me connect in between? No. That's awful. That's fine. We'll just bring it off of that all the way. We'll bring that all the way up to here. And then I want this Peters Street here to finally meet up with this main road here. And there's not going to be many of these. Now that's probably going to introduce traffic lights here, I think. Actually, maybe not, because we've got a one-way street. We might be okay. But basically what we can do now is we can start looking at where are these streets really disconnected. I think we need to get across the tracks as well, so I might take whatever this street is. What do you mean space already occupied? Can I cross? What do you mean distance too short? I mean, it needs to be a straight street. And then this is out of money. Okay. So we got some weird rail crossings here. This would be an absolute disaster on Travis Street to get across. It'd be so annoying. Yeah, you see people are coming out here to get out. It's probably quicker to go this way than it is to drive through all this residential area to get there. Or to get out, rather. But what we're going to do is we're going to bring in probably residential housing all along here. I need to do the water too. Don't forget to do the water. Cannot afford it. Okay, that looks like it's fine for now. I kind of want to just make sure that we've got that covered. So we'll zone in, I'm thinking all commercial along there. And then we're going to bring a road off of here. Not enough money, of course. I kind of want to close this loop off. Give people this route here to come in. What I want to do first is kind of bring it out like this. And then bring it in like that. Now we're giving people some options on the directions that they can go, as opposed to having to go through a straight line through that residential area. So our demand for residential is starting to go down, thankfully. What do we have an issue with here? Not enough educated workers. Well, we've got the schools. It's possible that we need more. We cannot really afford it. Yeah, these schools are at capacity. People are being... We don't want 100% of our population to be well educated either, because then there's not enough low educated workers to work those jobs, so... It does seem like they're looking for educated workers for the most part, but we'll get there. It's not the end of the world. This problem will fix itself. We need a little bit more industrial. Now there's a lot of power lines there that don't need to be, so we'll quickly get rid of those. Can we not be underground? Traffic's flowing, but I mean it's not like a crazy amount of population being crammed into this area. It's 2,000 people.
Welcome, listeners, to the event of the year, the annual Chili Cook-Off, where the chili is hot, the competition is hotter, and the fire department is on speed dial. This isn't just your average cook-off. Oh no, this is a battle of the bowls, a clash of the crockpots, a war of the ladle. Our brave competitors come from all corners of the city, armed with secret recipes passed down from generations, or just discovered last Tuesday. From Mama's fire breath surprise to Uncle Bob's 5-alarm disaster, the variety of chili is as diverse as our city itself. And let's not forget last year's winner, the tearjerker, a chili so spicy it had grown men crying for their mommy. But the annual Chili Cook-Off is more than just a culinary competition. It's a celebration of our community spirit, a testament to our city's love for food, fun, and a little friendly competition. So grab your spoons, your taste buds, and maybe a gallon of milk, and join us at the annual Chili Cook-Off. Remember, it's not about who wins or loses, it's about who can still feel their tongue at the end of the day. See you there, listeners.
Don't you want money for nothing? Yeah, you do. What's the catch? There is one. Anyone who wants it can have it. You just have to ask for it. Our 3-day sleepaway camp is the perfect place to strike it rich. Who are we? Well, we're the #1 dream makers in the region. And you are a motivated, driven, confident individual who has a desire to make it big. Run! Don't walk! Get your heart rate above 120. This is exciting. This offer is just for you because you deserve it. Come alone. So don't wait. The early bird catches the worm, and the worm is a bus at 143 Industrial Way that leaves at dawn. So grab destiny by the horns. Go on, grab it. It's yours for the taking. Money for nothing.
Alright, our population's hit 2,200. We still need to get to 2,600. One of the things I kind of want to look at doing that I think might be interesting is allowing district creation by different people. So we're going to explore that in the future. Let me know what you think about this idea. I'm not taking the suggestions for districts yet, but what I was thinking of doing is, I'll give you an example. We make a district, right? District will contain a certain number of streets. Probably most of this little residential grouping here is going to be a district on this side of the tracks. And then what we do is we take this district, which is called Primrose Park. Somebody will get to name it. I'm not going to worry about this stuff, changing the styles, but as far as policies go, maybe we'll let people decide, like, oh, okay, yeah, we're going to let this district be schools out, parks and rec, smoking ban, or whatever, like customize the district kind of thing. But I'm still thinking about it, still trying to figure out how I want to do that. But for now, I'm just going to not have... Well, you know what, we'll leave this district here just as an example. We'll call it Primrose Park, and I will probably make some changes to this area once we unlock more policies. And then I might even look at, like, what's some good industry over here? Is there a way to see what industries exist? There is a way to see. So I can see where the fishing industry would be good. There's a better way to do this. Natural resources. So there's actually no oil on this map. There is forests and there's fertile land, so we could run farms here, and I might do that. I might just run some dirt roads out to here and run some farms. That might actually be fun. Maybe we'll do that. Once we satisfy this need for more people, more residential. So what I'm going to do is I want to get a little residential area going in here. Actually, a lot of this I want to use for farmland, in fact. So maybe what we do is we get some little residential here. Maybe this is where we start our dirt roads. Do we have dirt roads unlocked? You know what, maybe the dirt roads run out here, as well as out from maybe here. Maybe they start at the end of this road here, and they kind of come out here. And maybe that is farming. Maybe that is a farming industrial specialization. So in order to do that, we have to draw a district, paint an industry area. Yeah. And that industry area is going to run all through here, up along here, whoops, and then down along here as well. And this is all going to be farming industry, which I think is good. I think what we want. Because then that'll let us open like organic markets and stuff like that probably. We'll have to see how that works out. It's been a while since I've done this, since I played with the industrial districts, but I think this might be cool. So then what you do is you take that, now that that's set up, we go to industrial specializations, we go farming industry and we click there. No? Is that not right? Have I goofed? Do I need a farming main building before I can do a farming industry area? I might. Small grain silos, small crop fields. Okay, so now that I've done that, I can set... Is that not... I guess that is farming. Hang on. Oh, I have to use these other districts to do that as well. Okay, that's so weird. So in order for cherry farmland to also include... If I were to zone industrial in here, which I will, to kind of fill in some stuff probably, I need to do this, and then designate it as farmland. There we go. Glade District, cherry farmland. Let's make sure that this little building here's got water, because we don't. We will probably run out of water, or run out of money doing this. Not run out of water. So since we're waiting for that, why don't we get a little bit more residential, because we know that we can. These are the people that are going to live in this little farming district. So we're still having issues with like not enough educated workers. It's not a real issue. It's a problem that goes away on its own over time. We might want to plop down another school, maybe. Now is it elementary school? We got 35% graduated elementary and only 11% graduated from high school now. The reason for that is because you have to graduate from elementary before you can go to high school. So we probably need more. Well, we've got 2. We have 2 elementary schools already. Okay, well, we can't afford it right now anyway, so we're not going to be thinking about it too much. Let's just make sure that our traffic situation is okay down here. Yeah, we're fine. State City. What does that thing say? Oklahoma Kitchen? Go Nuts Donuts? What are these other businesses? Yakisoba, Tasty Noodles, Big Bite, Coin, Laundry, Cram Burger. So what needs to be done over here to get this farming district up and operational? Probably just need to place some buildings. Place a small crop field. These should deliver. So they're going to grow corn. America's pastime. And I think what I could do is say, yeah, anything within this district, you do local produce. Organic and local produce. What does this do? Paint pedestrian area. You have streets that have no cars. Pedestrians only. I feel like Greenaway Street should wrap around and connect to something at some point. Well, I guess this will run through it eventually, as well as run right through this farming area. Oh, we've hit Boomtown. Incredible. So these are the things that we're working toward. We've unlocked some things like Temple Complex, Oriental Pearl Tower, Panda Sanctuary, and like I said, I reset all these, so this is all just basically this city, this unnamed city, which is actually named Lakefield, but is still technically unnamed. But look at that, we've unlocked airport areas, public transit, the ore industry. Maybe that's why I couldn't see ore, as well as a bunch of new policies and new road types, buses. What else do we unlock? Heating pipes, advanced wind turbines could be cool. Elder care, cemeteries. Did we not have those already? I guess not. And ferries and warehouses and high capacity schools. Yeah, exciting stuff. So I think first thing we need is some elder care and then some cemeteries. Probably cemeteries first, to be honest, because we need somewhere to be storing these things. I'm thinking I put this like way out here at the end, out there at the end of town. And you know what? Maybe we put like a little elderly care center. Well, I was going to say somewhere out there, but I don't want to do it on the dirt road. Maybe in here before you get to the farms? Nah, I don't really. Yeah, maybe right here. That's pretty expensive. That's going to cost me most of my money to put in a little elderly care center, a little retirement home. But that's okay. It's right by the train tracks. The police need to get through. So let's see, what else can we put in for our farming industry then? Some small grain silos maybe? Somewhere to store their grain? I mean, those are necessary, aren't they? And I don't think those need to go like along fertile ground. We can put those next to some houses, like these are little farmhouses or whatever, right? And we can even store stuff right there. And let's put in a fruit field right next to the corn field. And this fruit field grows apples. So we grow our town. Let me just quickly turn up mouse light intensity during night. There we go. So our little city here grows apples and corn. And then look at that, we've got a little soy and lentils store right there. What's this store? Can't really tell because their sign's so bright. It might be like a car, like an electric car charging station, I think. I think that's what that little sign is. That's cute. And then we've got here Backwater Burger. And this is an electric car charging place. Oh, our city lacks power. See, that is a problem. I knew this would come back and bite me. And also this is disconnected, so that's bonus fun. That's easy to get plugged in. This is a problem. This is a real problem because now our sewage plant is offline. What can we do to fix this? Do we have the budget maxed out for power? We do. We're going to get a little bit more power going with another one of these little wind turbines. Plug that one in. Do we have somewhere better for this? Get 6 megawatts over here. That's giving us a little bit more power. Everything's running again. I think what we really need is one of these offshore advanced wind turbines, except we could run it over here. They're quite expensive, but we will get some power if we put it out here in the water. We can create an airport area. I'm not really too interested in doing that just yet. What I do want to do, though, is create just a little bit more residential stuff here. Now, is that covered by water? Sort of. I did a kind of poor job. Okay, that's good. Now we're full. And then we're going to need to run the rest of this, just in case we decide to run farmland there. Okay, that looks good. So let's fill these in. And I think if I I'm pretty sure that if I put industrial in here, it's non-polluting farmland industrial. So why don't we just get that going just for now? Just so that the power can spread through there. Should we decide to put more fields and things in? Our demand for residential is so high that we're probably not going to see that fill in. But for now, I think things are in a pretty good place. We're going to save up our money to buy one of those advanced wind turbines, and then that's our goal for this video.
Coffee, fuel of the modern economy. The age-old Italian tradition of burning beans and drinking the bitter bean juice. At Burn Bean Coffee, our environment is perfect for all of your work needs. There's no better place to be distracted than the Burn Bean Coffee Shop in Cafe. Our coffee technicians are trained to make a variety of coffees and sugary coffee-themed drinks just as you like it, all while generally making more noise than anyone could reasonably ignore. So drink up and let the productivity flow. Sippy sip coffee fans, Burn Bean Coffee. Get it while it's hot. Due to recent court actions, we are required to warn against drinking hot coffee.
Colossal Ore. We are the leading producer of minerals, ore, and natural resources, which means you're benefiting from our services whether you know us or not. No matter what our critics say, at Colossal we care about our employees as well as our customers, which is why we work so hard to get our miners back in the mines where they feel at home. Together, we can reunite minerals with the people who love them. Colossal Ore. More than ore.
Dinosaurs, the only restaurant where the servers are dinosaurs. Our animatronics are so real, you'll think a T-Rex is serving you T-bone. A pterodactyl is serving you teriyaki. That a brontosaurus is serving you chili dogs. Every dish is an archaeological find, like our stegogetti, our Raptor Burger Rex, or the pile of crumbled sticky brownies adventurously named the Dino Droppings. So, take a trip into the wild at Dinosaurs. You can dine in or dine-o.
Alright, we're having some power issues again, but luckily we can afford one of these. These little offshore advanced power wind turbines. So that should help quite a bit. That's solar and wind, isn't it? So we've got some green energy now. All these problems with sewage not being emptied should resolve itself, because I'm pretty sure the issue isn't that we don't have the issue isn't that we don't have enough sewage treatment, it's that this wasn't powered appropriately. You can see it's pretty gross out here, and it's pretty gross all along the river that we're dumping our sewage into. But luckily our water comes in from another clean water source, so it's not like we need this water source. It's okay for us to dump into it, I guess. It's just sewage waste. It goes to the ocean, I think. I'm not really sure. I don't know why it comes around this little island here. Little poop island. Alright, so we got our turbine set up. Things are in a pretty good spot. I think this is a good place to say thank you for watching. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet, and leave a comment if you want a street named after yourself, and hit the like button. Do all that YouTube stuff. You know how it is. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye for now.